Hi, this is Gemma. I'm sitting here at the Collective Calling Food Bank, and we have all seen the horrific images and videos that have been coming from Ukraine at the moment during this war, and our hearts have been deeply touched by what we have witnessed that has been happening over there. Our thoughts and our prayers here at Collective Calling go out to all of those that have been affected by this conflict. What we do know is that more than 3 million people have left Ukraine, and more than 10 million people have been displaced within country. So what we are witnessing at the moment is the largest movement of people since World War II. Now, Spain is one of the countries that the Ukrainian refugees are fleeing to, and over the last couple of weeks, Collective Calling have been receiving inquiries and are a point of contact for refugees to receive items such as food and clothing. So I'm actually sitting here today with Victoria, who has very kindly opened her house to Olena and Lydia. And they have come, which town have you come from? Have they come from in Ukraine? And what have they witnessed, and how do they feel about now, obviously being in Spain?
They are from Mykolaiv, is in the south of Ukraine. The city actually now is very under bombs and fire. First days of the war, they were staying in the house in the underground floor, and everybody was waiting that it will not continue a long time. So they was waiting, and every day was worse and worse. And when the military force just passed by their house, they decided that they have to go. The city is situated on the almost on the island, and to go out from the city you have to pass the bridge, and all the bridges was lifted for not enemies to come in. But in this case, you also cannot go out from the city. So they open it normally like for 1 hour per day. So they was waiting the moment. Сколько дней вы ждали, пока мосты поднимут?
8. Сначала мы не хотели, 3 суток, когда в подвале сидели, мы думали, что это все быстро закончится. А когда по нас начали уже близко выстрелы, и почти по гаражу, когда мы сидели в подвале, мы тогда начали думать, как это все. Да. И потом уже на 6-е сутки мы уже думали, на 6-е, на 7-й очередь была большая, чтобы
also 3 days just waiting to go out from the city, because it was like a line to go out to pass through the tower, the bridge. Then it took 1 day to take to the Odessa. 1 day to get to the border. They had some relatives there. Then they passed the border in Moldova, then to Romania the same day. 2 days in Romania, because it was hard to travel there. They were driving by their car.
Their car, they took with them. And how many were then in the car traveling?
4. Нам помогали.
Her husband and her son. Then in Romania, people were so kind. They went to hotels, but they gave them like discount. I don't know. For example, if the hotel cost 200 euros, they took them 30 euros.
Right.
In Budapest, they have a friend who met them. Then they went through the Italy. The worst was in Italy, when few hotels refused because they didn't have the third vaccine.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Ночью мы еле
at night,
доехали с ребенком.
and in Italy, almost all of the hotels finish their work at 11 night. They close the hotels, so they spend from 8 o'clock till 12 to find a hotel. Only one hotel let them in.
Just one.
Just one, yes. But it was like 4 hours looking in a small city. They was almost reached the border to France, but they realized they need to stop and to have a rest.
Yeah.
And in Italy it was a hotel for 250 euros with no any window.
Oh gosh.
Then next stop was near Barcelona. It was the best
Очень хорошо встретили.
We met them amazing. I found a hotel in Booking, I don't know, somewhere. I called them and I explained the situation, that they are coming, that they don't speak any language. And they met them, they put them to hotel, they gave them breakfast for free. They called me back and they say, your relatives, your friends, they brought a lot of candies to the boy. They treat them very good.
На платных дорогах нам бесплатно.
And in all the highways, they didn't take money because the car had Ukrainian matricula numbers.
Даже люди сами сзади подъезжали, видели, что Украина, и подходили.
Sometimes people from behind the car, in the place where to pay, they was going out and paid for them.
У нас нечем было рассчитываться, то у нас рассчитывали.
65 евро было.
Because they say every stop it was 60 euros, something like this.
Yeah.
They didn't have enough money.
Small acts of kindness that make such a difference.
Все люди по чуть-чуть проявляли солидарность.
How old is the boy that's traveling with you, your son?
9 years.
9 years old.
He's in the school already here.
Okay.
First day we put him.
He must be, I don't know, how is he emotionally from all of this?
I have a son, they're all the same, and they spend all the time together. It's seen the difference. My son, he knows that there is a war, but her son, he knows what it is. He was there, and I can see he's listening what we're talking about, and it's for example, it was yesterday that in Mariupol there is no any building left. All the buildings are destroyed. And if my son, he's a boy, he's 8 years old. It's a war like any kid. But this one, he was coming to me, Victoria, do you know that in Mariupol no any building left? So he feels it. Now he knows what it is.
Yeah.
And this is the worst.
Gosh, bless them. Yeah.
But he goes to school. They make him classes of additional help to study Spanish, and they took him to basketball team in the school.
Okay.
Him to integrate quickly.
Great. Well, like I say, after hearing this especially, and this is just one of a few stories that I've heard since over the last couple of weeks, and my heart is absolutely crying inside. I don't think we can possibly imagine having to go through and witness anything like this in our entire lives, and we just ask now really for your help to try and supply the needs as much as we can physically and emotionally for these people. We ask that anyone that you come across, any Ukrainians, that as you can see, just small acts of kindness go such a long way and just really helps to heal the hearts of what they have been through. So at Collective Calling, specifically what we need, as our resources can't and won't be able to handle what's going to be arriving here, is, well, tell us the needs, really. Food and clothing, are they the main
It's a lot of people here that bring their clothes from the school where study my son.
Right.
At least 5 families from his class gave me a lot of clothes. So
Right.
we shared. I gave to the other family that I know. At the moment, we need what we need is food.
Food, yeah, because obviously, as we know, the price of everything is going up right now. So these people are having to just basically start from scratch, and yeah, so the least we can do is just try and ease some of the stress and the burdens that are upon them right now. So I thank you very much for taking the time to share your story,
Спасибо,
and
что рассказали свою историю.
yeah, hopefully we will stay in touch, and we will be here beside you and just helping for as long as necessary until you can build a new life. And I'm so sorry that this has happened to you and your family.
Очень надеюсь, что вы здесь сможете построить новую жизнь, что у вас все будет хорошо.
Мы хотим домой.
They want to go home.
I know, I'm sure. Oh, goodness. Just pray for an end to this.
Мы будем молиться за это.
Thank you.
Bless you. Bless you.